Statistically, only 6% of you are subscribed, so if you're part of the 94% that isn't, please consider subscribing today. Hey ho, SellerBC here, and today I'm doing a video on Transformers Studio Series Hightower. So, like the other ones I've done recently, it's part of the box set, not the singular one, blah 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 blah. If you've seen all the other videos, you understand. So this guy's a deluxe class, all the other ones have been Voyagers and Leaders. So this is one of the smallest ones in the set. You can see he's this crane thing, I guess. Unlike in the movie, he's got this claw instead of a hook, which is a bit weird, and it can't, this can move and this can hinge. This can also move, but I don't think it's really that important. It can roll, because it's got these two wheels on the bottom of each tread. You can see its head there, which is a shame, but whatever. It's basic. It's got this cockpit there with this windscreen wiper. If we compare it to some other figures, there's Optimus. See, the sizing is way off, but what can you expect from Movie Devastator? Here he is with the two other yellow ones that I've done. Skipjack and Scrapper. Again, the sizing between these two is way off, but these two aren't too dissimilar. I think this guy's a little small compared to this one. But, this guy should probably be a little bit smaller. But they look fine. Here's Mixmaster and Longhaul. There's not a lot I can really say, really. It's just these are the other Constructicons. And then, of course, finally there's Overload and Scavenger, the two leaders. The scaling isn't the best. It could be better, but it's fine. It's big. If they made it accurate sized, it'd be enormous. The biggest figure, probably. So, let's go on to the transformation. This guy's transformation is interesting because the robot mode is quite interesting. Probably even more out there than, Overload. So, to transform it, you want to take these bits, the treads, move them out a bit, then just pull these out just a bit. These bits out just a little bit, and that'll free up enough space for you to take this. As you can see, there are tabs there, that go into here, so that's why you want to move them out a little bit. Then this will move down, this will move down, this will go around and peg into there. This then ratchets up. That reveals a figure stand, which most of these figures have, I just haven't said anything about them. Take the arms, move them up like this. Move these out. And then take these entire sections and move them up, like this. I'm going to move these around, and then fold them up like this. These pieces will move down. Then you want to move them like this with these pieces pointing inwards. Then move these up, spin these around like that, and around like that. And then these will bend in like that, and there's one leg done. I want to do the same on this side, so just transform it like that. Move the arms down again. Then you want to take the head, move it up, and then fold it out. Like that. And then you want to take this piece, this black piece, and fold it down like that. And then this just folds down like that. There's Hightower in robot mode. Hightower's robot mode, like a lot of the other Constructicons, is very unique. As you can see, it's this sort of dinosaur crane type thing, with the large legs, the tiny arms, the long neck, this massive crane on the back. It's a really nice design that, and it's a shame it didn't show up in the movies. There were concept art, one very similar to this, except this head was kind of inside a cage, and one where he didn't have these type of arms, he had these massive arms on the side. I think there's an upscaled version of this figure that has those massive arms that kind of like fold into the crane piece, which I think it'd be so cool to have, but whatever. So this guy is a lot smaller than the other Constructicons since he is a deluxe. Here's Optimus. You can see how Optimus is quite a lot taller. Yeah. You won't really be able to see it very well because I haven't raised the camera because it's not really necessary for this guy. There's Skipjack. And here is Scrapper. They tower over him as well. The other two deluxes, or Voyagers even, Mixmaster and Longhaul, the other two Voyagers. They are also quite a bit taller as well. And then, of course, finally, you got the two leader class figures. You got Scavenger, very large, and Overload, again, quite large. So this guy's quite tiny, but he does have quite a lot of articulation. There is a hinge here at the base of the neck, one here in the middle of the head, neck, and one here at the base of the head. It can also rotate. It can't really move to side. I feel like they could have put a ball joint there instead of a hinge. Although there is a ball joint there, it's just it can't move much side to side at all. Of course, with the hinge, it can move up and down. These arms are just on a swivel. That's it. That's all they can do. The legs are on a swivel here. They can move out. It's a bit tight, but they can move out. Swivel there. And go all the way around. Then there is a bend here. There is a hinge there, a hinge there, and a swivel there. And then the toes, I guess, can also move. And then, of course, the crane is on two hinges and then a hinge there. So it's got a decent amount of posability, but mainly because of the head, you can't really get it into that many poses, like dynamically. But you can get them into some interesting poses, but for the most part, they're all just going to be the same. Now, I really do like this figure. I think it's a lot of fun, and it really stands out in the collection, but just because of the overall shape of it. A lot of the Constructicons do, but this one especially. I love this design in general, and I think if we could get maybe a non-combining one that had like the big arms that came off the sides as well, maybe was like size accurate next to Optimus as well or something, I think it'd be a really, really cool figure. Would I pick it up? Probably not, because I have a Hightower. But I still think it'd be nice. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. So I guess that's Salut BC out.